Yo, welcome to you. This is me. Today's segment, I have a fellow Marine and fellow friend of mine, Dunbar. Man, what's up, Cameron? How you been, dude?
Good. How are you?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Just here, catching up with you a little bit. Got to hear your stories. Got to talk a little bit about that keto diet. Got very interested in how you jumped on that one, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah. I got on it because I actually got in an ATV accident in September. The girl I was seeing at the time, we were out riding ATVs, and we had to go to get to a trail. So we had to go down a creek bed and up the other side. It was a dry creek bed, and so we were riding around and whatnot. And then we were trying to get back, and so we were trying to find a place where it was easy to get back into the creek bed because it was pretty steep. And we thought this area was clear. So we went down, and the foliage was covering a 2-foot drop off. And then so that we floored it, we didn't see the drop off, hit the drop off, and then it flipped over. She rolled off, and the ATV landed on my back. And so I was out of the gym I've been out of the gym since. So I'm getting treatment for that. And so I decided to start this diet to keep the weight off.
Yeah, man. How bad did it screw you up?
I only had bruised ribs. That was I don't know how. I don't know how I'm able to walk even. I mean, the whole weight of the ATV landed right on my back. But I pushed it off, and then I was out of breath. I couldn't breathe. I thought I had a sucking chest wound or something. So I was going through CLS in my head and whatnot. But then I regained my breath and then could barely walk because the rib pain was so bad. But then they took X-rays and whatnot, and yeah, it was just a bunch of bruised ribs.
Ooh, how bad did the female take it?
Oh, she was fine. Yeah, she rolled off, and she didn't even have a scratch on her. So.
Oh wow! So you took the whole impact. Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
dude, so you said that was back in September?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I know.
Are you going for physical therapy for that?
No, well, yeah, it's a chiropractic treatment. It's actually where she works, so she hooked me up with them, and they work on posture, and so it was just like a process to try and fix my posture, and it got rid of the pain in the process. So, and he also does the diet too. He has a posture works and then a diet side too.
That's actually cool, man.
Pretty legit, yeah.
So he introduced or talked to you about the keto diet because he thought it was going to be best for recovery?
Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily for recovery, but I was just asking about it because I couldn't go to the gym because of my injury, and I wanted to keep my weight off because I don't want to become overweight again.
Okay, so that makes sense to everything that we talked about before the podcast of how it is that you were intaking a certain amount of calories and those being the carbs. Now that makes sense. Why is it that you feel the way it is that you were feeling and everything? That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's how I got into that. It's been great.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks that the bike landed on you, but shit, dude.
At least I'm not paralyzed or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a really good thing.
Yeah.
Worse. Yeah, man.
Right.
Besides that, what else you been up to, dude?
Oh, nothing much. Just going to school right now, finishing up my bachelor's in exercise science, and then after that, I'm going to apply to physical therapy school.
Nice.
Go from there.
Nice. And you say you were working at a physical therapy location as well?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, just doing as a physical therapy tech is what they call it. So we help out the physical therapists, taking the patients through exercises so they can get to their next patient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And that's out in Colorado?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The clinic I work at is in Lakewood, specifically, which is just west of Denver.
Nice.
And then I live down in Highlands Ranch, which is south of Denver. So it's about a 20-minute commute to work. So it's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
No.
How's living in Colorado?
It's good. Yeah. It's crowded.
Crowded?
Yeah. Yeah. It's changed a lot since when I was in high school, and going to the military and then coming back, seeing the big change and everyone's trying to come here. It was kind of a shock, actually. But no, it's still Colorado, beautiful Colorado.
Damn, everyone decided to move out there as soon as they legalized marijuana.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus, I want to go out there. I know a couple other guys are out there as well, right? Baskins is out there. Who's the other gentleman that's out there? He talks to me about. Who's it?
Cheek is out here too. And then Chun,
that's who it is.
Down in the Springs, and Casillas is also here too.
Yes, Ramon.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You see those guys from time to time?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, actually, Robert Baskins, he works for my dad as an electrician. So yeah, he came out here because his girl came out here, so he was following him because of his son, and he didn't have a place to work, so I hooked him up with my dad because my dad was looking for help.
Nice.
So they work together. So yeah, I see him all the time.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I spoke to him. I think it was last week, if I'm not mistaken. He was out with the son.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a cute little kid.
I don't think I've seen. Have I seen pictures of him? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I want to say yes.
Just go to his Facebook. They're all over it.
Doesn't he delete his Facebook from time to time, though?
He does. Yeah. Okay. But this is the longest standing he's had it.
He's not mad at the world right now. We're good. Yeah, man. Besides the physical therapy and recovering from your back stuff, like what else are you up to, dude?
Nothing much. I mean, school takes up pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
I used to always go to the gym and work out, but can't do that. So, but school's going good. Yeah, that's about it.
Nice, man. Nice. So, pre-military, what were you doing before the military, dude?
Oh, I was in high school. I joined right out of high school. Played football in high school, and that kind of gave me the mental mindset that I needed to join the military. And it actually wasn't planned to begin with, but two of my buddies decided to join, and so that kind of stemmed the idea. And I figured if I went to college, I'd drink, waste my time, and waste my money. So I decided to join the Marine Corps and see what it was all about. And the recruiter, well, I scored well on the ASVAB, and I could have gotten any job.
You didn't score a 31, did you? Because there's some machine gunners that they're like, dude, I scored a 31, and it's a common trend.
No, I think I got like a 96 or something like that.
Okay.
But no, I wanted to be infantry. Like if I was going to do it, I was going to do it, and wanted to see combat and see if I could make it through and see what I'm made of.
Nice.
So the recruiter was like, you sure you don't want to do this other job? You sure you want to go infantry? Like infantry sucks. Like, yeah, I don't want to leave until I get an infantry job. And so they found me a 5-year contract. Like, here's a $4,000 bonus, a 5-year contract. You ready to go? Yeah, sure.
You're the second person I got a contract. Sorry, the second person I got a bonus with their contract.
Yeah, it was rare. And my one of the two buddies that joined with me, he got a $15,000 bonus for signing a 6-year. So yeah,
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, he blew it all right away, but
yeah, of course.
So did I.
So, like, I think the only obligated thing to do was graduate boot camp, right?
Yeah.
And after that, the money's yours.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, come out of boot camp with 15 G's. Come
right.
Or 15? Is it 15,000 or 1,500?
Yeah, he got 15,000.
Oh. Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. First thing he did, he went to go propose to his girlfriend.
Or buy a car in Oceanside.
Oh no, that's messed up. I wish he had better choices. If he's watching this,
no.
If he's watching this, I apologize.
He was actually stationed in Hawaii, so.
Oh, he's still in?
No, he's a firefighter now for LA. He actually just got on. He's been trying for a while.
Nice, it's cool, man. It's cool.
Yeah.
LA, huh? I can't do
Yeah.
You were talking about crowdness. LA is bad.
Yeah, it is.
It's horrible. I can't do it.
Firefighters gets paid well though, apparently.
I bet.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, he joined the Marines as well. He got out a while back. He actually just graduated, I think, last month from the fire academy.
Nice.
He was telling me how pay works for all of them. And I was like, that's why big cities do it. I was like, okay. And I honestly felt dumb afterwards. I was like, makes sense. I thought their pay was a little bit different than like other, like you can say, emergency like police officers, stuff like that. I thought it was different, and apparently it's the same damn way.
So is it salary?
What's that?
What is it, salary?
He didn't go into detail, so I'll lie to you. I told you. He was just telling me how pay increases based on certain things, like if there's more luxuries, like there's more people, there's more buildings, there's more dealers, there's more hospitals, there's this, there's that. So like those kind of cities will actually pay you more than cities that don't really have anything like where I live.
Yeah.
And I was like, guess that makes sense.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, did I? That's why I was like, you could be lying to me, but sure. I'm like, I guess that makes sense, bro. Yeah, dude. Cool. So did you want to always be a Marine, or was it one of those things where you're like, shit, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna go be a Marine?
Well, yeah, I always heard that we were the best, so I wanted to. If I was gonna do it, I was gonna do it. I was gonna be the best and try and join the best branch. And like when I was a kid, I always thought about being in the Army. I didn't even know about the Marines, and so when my two buddies joined the Marines, I was like, oh well, they're the best, so I'm gonna join them.
Okay. Do you have any prior military in the military?
Nope, I'm the first.
Prior family in the military, sorry?
Yeah, I know what you meant. No, I'm the And then my older sister joined the Air Force after me. She followed in my footsteps.
You said your sister?
Yeah.
Nice. Is that your call to send her to the Air Force, or was that hers?
What's that?
Was that your call to send her to the Air Force, or was that hers?
No, she actually tried to join the Navy first, and I steered her clear of that because they were gonna try and make her a diesel engineer or something like that. I was like, you don't want to do that. No, you're gonna hate that. And so I told her to join the Air Force, and she did. And she loved it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I tell most people.
What's that?
That's what I tell most people. Go join the Air Force. You'll like that.
Right. You'll have a job afterwards. Unlike me.
Yeah. I actually just had that conversation with a gentleman yesterday. He's like, why is it that you chose a job in the military that didn't translate on the outside world? And I go, well, there are some jobs that we can get, being police officer, janitor, paint rocks, one of those things. And he kind of looks at me and I go, well, he didn't ask what I did. He's just like, oh, in detail. He was just like, what did you pick? And I go, infantry. And he just kind of looks at me and I go, well, I can't really do what I learned in there on the outside world. And he just goes, so why didn't you choose something different? And I just give him this look like, why else would I join the Marines, but not to do what we're known to do?
Yeah.
Like everyone else to support.
So I didn't join for a job afterwards. I joined to
the experience.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That literally yesterday when I was explaining this to him, I'm just like, wow, like people really are out there, or there's people out there that really would join the military just to transition to get a job in the outside world.
Yeah.
Yes, it can be obtainable. However, why not experience what the military was meant to do?
Right. Doesn't make any sense to me either.
Zero sense. Zero sense. Yeah.
That's why when the recruiter was like, do you want to do anything else? I was like, no. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right.
I was clueless. I didn't know there was other jobs. I was just like, what else is there? And he started naming me stuff. I was like, nah, I like Nick Nitro from Small Soldiers. I'm like, what? I was like, I want to blow shit up. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Not too bad, dude. So, no prior military. How old were you when you joined?
I was 17 when I signed up in the DEP program, and I had to convince my mom. Like, Mom, I'm gonna do it when I'm 18 anyway. You might as well let me prepare more. And so she finally was okay with it and signed the papers for me, because you can't sign papers when you're 17. And what's that?
How did she take it?
She hated it, but she came to terms with it. My dad helped with that. Like, he was he was like, it's all right. He's going to be all right. Like, this is a decision he's going to make anyway without our help. If they have our support. Like, he has our support, he'll be better. And so, yeah, she came to terms with it.
That's good. That's good. Damn, man. That's good that your dad helped out.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming when you told her you were going to deploy, that went a lot worse.
Yes, it did. Yeah, but I tried to hide it, you know. I tried to tell her that the area we were going in wasn't nearly as bad as it really was, and kind of just kept telling my dad what was really going on, and kept that up throughout the entire deployment. And then she wanted to hear about it when I got back, so I told her everything after that.
Okay.
It helped. She still took it pretty hard while I was gone.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good. I lied to mine. I told her I was in Japan. So I made a call. I made the mistake of calling one night. And out of all damn nights, literally, this one sniper decides to take a shot. I don't know why he took a shot at night. And she hears it. What was that? I go, I gotta go.
Oh, no, they just left her hanging.
Same thing with my sister. I think this was the first time that we linked up where you were at in Afghanistan. That we did together.
Yeah.
Called her, just, hey, what's up? What's going on? I finally got a chance to call. I'm good. I'm alive.
Oh, no.
That impacted the inside. We're right in front. I went, oh, shit. I gotta go.
Damn.
So that's how they found out I was not in Japan.
That's a bad way to find out.
So you're 17. Infantry going through. So you go to West Coast, East Coast?
West Coast. Yeah.
West Coast. Same thing with the SOI?
Yep.
Okay. Any crazy stories in boot camp or anything like that?
Not really. Boot camp was kind of a blur for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't really remember a whole lot from boot camp.
You didn't skip anything like Torres?
No, I did not. I heard that. Nope. Although I did hurt myself. I fell off the rope.
Oh, that's
and had my ankle was all swollen, sprained ankle and whatnot. So I didn't miss anything, but it was close to me getting pushed back. But I was able to recover enough to where I didn't have to miss anything. So I missed a couple days, I guess.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah. I think everyone misses like one or two things, but not the way Torres missed it.
No, he skated through boot camp. Well, he skated through his whole Marine Corps career too.
It seems like he had like 45 days off out of nowhere. It's like boot camp was hard. Take some time off. You look like you were flustered in boot camp. Go. Oh, he's gonna kill me. I'm gonna get the call later. You son of a. You're good, man. You're good. Yeah, dude. So, graduate boot camp. Go to SOI. Did you always want to be a 31, or did you not know about the MLS yet?
I didn't know about it until they said, like, oh, we got the split here. You can do this, this, or this. Be a mortarman, assaultman, or machine gunner. And I was content with being an 11, but I don't know. Something pulled me to want to be a machine gunner. And they're always asking, like, you sure you don't want to be a machine gunner? You're a big dude. Like, you'd do fine as being a machine gunner. I was like, nah, I'm fine. And then, like, the last day we got to choose, it was like I just had this fire inside of me. I was like, I got to do it. I got to be a machine gunner. So I went to the instructor and I was like, all right, I'm in. I'll do it. He's like, you sure? You can hike really good, right? And I was like, yeah, I can. I can handle weight. And so became a machine gunner, and it was probably the best decision I've ever had. Being a machine gunner was badass.
How big were you in SOI? Obviously you're what, 6'2", you said?
Yeah, 6'2". I think I was always teetering on being overweight and whatnot. So I think it was like 215 or something like that.
Yeah, big ass dude. 6'2", 215?
Yeah.
Little ass rifle, machine gun. You know what? I can see why they would try to do that though. But then again, you would be surprised with Actually, no, you wouldn't be surprised because you went through it with all the machine gunners that went through maybe like 2 classes beforehand. You would probably recognize them because they were the ones that were walking around that literally looked like sticks. They were my height, but walking around looking like they were at like 140 wet with boots on.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys, they kicked ass. Don't get me wrong. Like,
oh yeah,
strong, hump, did everything, but it was like night and day. And day. It's like you have crotch and then yourself, and then over here you have who's the skinniest person I probably know? Like Kraft, my guy.
Yeah.
What is he like?
They kill it.
He's like 6'1", sitting like 140.
Or someone like Hickle. He's what, like 5'7"?
Yes, Hickle.
Yeah.
But isn't Hickle kind of stocky though?
He wasn't when he was a Marine, that's for sure. He was always skinny, but he was one of the better humpers, for sure. Okay. Hikers.
Yeah, I always thought the skinnier guys were either like assaultmen or mortars.
Yeah.
Not bad, dude. So 31, you went that route. What was your favorite gun?
The 240.
240?
It was the one I used the most, but I mean, I love the 50 cal, but the 240 was just reliable. And in Afghanistan, with that in my shoulder, I felt invincible. Every time I'd open up, I was like, I'm all right. This thing right here.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I miss it. I would give anything to shoot that thing again.
The 240?
Yeah.
Dude, I wasn't shooting it. I got all fanboy. So I went to Disneyland last week.
Mm-hmm.
The new Star Wars land.
Yeah.
They had, in one of the rides, they had 240 set up and like at the racks.
What?
I swear to God.
That's weird.
They didn't have the barrels in them, but it was like the bipod, the full body, the buttstock, the pistol grip. It was the full 240. And I'm like, those are 240s. And then I look just in front of that on the bench, and there's a 50 cal with no barrel in it. I was like, that's a 50 cal. And I look over, yeah, and even like Diego comments on it. He's like, holy crap, I need to go check that out. I was like, yeah.
Why? Why didn't you have
No.
World. Weird.
I guess most people don't understand that those are real guns without the barrel.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, like if you didn't really like pay attention to it, you wouldn't really notice it. But it's legit. Like walking into an armory, they have the weapon stand, and then they have the 240s stacked up. I'll see if I have the picture, and I'll send it to you.
Okay. Like the stormtroopers locker room or something like that, or
something like that. But it's not like white guns. It's literally the black 240 still. Yeah, they're set up. Like I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
I was like, huh, trip out. Like, look at this. Like,
yeah.
I wonder how much you paid for those.
They're not cheap.
Yeah, no. Damn, that's pretty cool though. So did you get sent straight to 3.5 after SOI, or did you go to a different unit?
No, I was 3.5 right away. Oh, yeah, so most of us went to 2.5 in my SOI class, and then some went to 1.1, and then 4 or 5 of us went to 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 2 of us went to Kilo, and the rest went to Weapons.
Okay. Weapons Company?
Yeah, Weapons Company, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It was me and Rubius.
Rubius.
Yeah.
Carlos, right?
Juan.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I remember that. We always went with last names, so.
Yeah. I try to remember the first names. Like I see them pop up every once in a while on social media, and I go, okay, cool. I think I see a picture of like him and his. I'm assuming it's his wife.
Yeah.
I see a picture of them together. Is he still in?
I think he is.
Reservist, right?
No, I think he's still active.
Active?
Maybe not. Maybe he got out. But I know the last I saw, he was a staff sergeant. So he might still be in.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember my first day in the fleet. You guys were just coming out of the field, and we were up in the CP. And I mean, we just gotten there from our last day of SOI. I was on like 2 hours of sleep. And Gunny Carlisle walks in, and I say, "Good morning, Staff Sergeant." He passes. And our Staff Sergeant Abalo comes up and starts just laying into me because I just called Gunny Carlisle staff sergeant. So that was my introduction to 3-5.
Let me piss off the big brother of the family.
Yeah. And then after Arbalo, it was crotch. So it just kept going and going and going. It was great. It was a good time.
I can just imagine who came behind that.
Yeah.
It's like the whole sea of freaking assholes.
Yeah. Just the scariest people in the battalion, one right after another.
It's just like, I'm just gonna start pushing. Hold on.
Yeah, just let me go.
Damn, dude. So what was your impression of the fleet though?
It was a lot worse than boot camp and SOI for sure. But yeah, at least the first few weeks. But no, it wasn't too bad. It was I think being a machine gunner was better because our seniors treated us better than most of the 11s that I saw. But yeah, it was still, you know, brand new unit, new guy, getting messed with. It was fun.
Who was the first person you addressed or talked to when you got picked up? Like, who took you to the barracks?
I think it was Wages. Remember him? Lance Corporal Wages.
Wages.
He was
I remember Wages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Office clerk, right?
Yeah. Had the tattoo of his kids on his arms.
Yes.
Yeah, his face and whatnot.
I think so. I think I remember something like that.
Yeah.
Well, that walk wasn't too bad.
It was a lot better than the other introduction I got.
The receiving. Oh, once the cargo showed up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is us, huh? It's like, all right, here we go. Yeah.
Luckily, Coverbius messed up a lot more than I did after that, so it kind of got the radar off me.
He softened up everybody.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, man. Shit, dude. So, did you do all the buildups with us, or all the workups, like 29 Palms, Korea, and everything else?
No, well, I did 29 Palms. That was the only one because I got there like 6 months before we were deploying. It was a real quick workup for me. Missed out on Korea. You guys had already gone to Bridgeport, so I think the last thing was CAX.
The last one.
Yeah, that was the only one that I went on, and then it was deployment from there.
Oof. That's rough.
I know.
How was that?
It was I don't know. I think it might have been better in some respects because less time to build up suspense for the deployment. It's just like, all right, you're getting thrown into the fire right away instead of all that time to prepare for it. I don't know. Maybe not.
It's going full head first. Just screw it. Here we go.
Yeah, like, okay, let's do it. You know?
Damn.
Yeah. But they did a good job of preparing us. I remember them just saying, like, you go home on leave, like, do stupid shit, get drunk every day, get everything in order, like, because you might not make it back. And that was like the moment that hit me, and but it helped prepare me for it. To realize that, like, all right, I'm not coming back, so let's do the best we can.
We didn't have many encounters, but the ones that we did have were memorable, I guess. Easy way of explaining it. So we deployed. Like, what was your impression of like the deployment in Afghanistan or whatever? Because I wanted to ask you about it.
Yeah. So I mean, it was scary at first, like leading up to it, and we got to Leatherneck, and because like they told us a little bit about what we were getting into, and we're like, you know, Sangin, it's their main source of opium income, so it's a big stronghold, and so they're gonna try and fight us back. They didn't really go into detail about it, and then we got to Leatherneck, and I remember walking to the chow hall, and just in passing conversation with someone that was in the Army, he was like, "So where are you guys going?" And we're like, "Sangin." He's like, "Oh shit!" Like he got pale. I was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry." And I was like, "What? Like, what's going on?" And then. So I was pretty much terrified at that point. And then, but we got into our area, and I remember getting shot at the first time, and after that I was fine. Like, I didn't freeze. I did what I needed to do, and the fear kind of just went away after that.
Damn, man. And this all happened at Leatherneck, right before we took off.
Yeah.
Shit.
Said that. And yeah.
Are you religious at all?
No.
Do you believe spiritual or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spiritual.
So I don't say I'm religious. I believe in something. I don't want to go into that page. But
Yeah.
the one thing that I say because someone asked me, they're like, so what transition happened? Like, when did shit hit the fan? I go, when I made peace with God and I realized I was going to die, that's when everything made it easier. And they're like, so you're religious? I'm like, no, I'm not religious. I know there's a creator. I know there's a maker. I know there's something. It's just, when I knew that time, like, oh, fuck, I might not come back. It just made everything easier for me. Like, was that kind of how you took it, or was that differently?
Much easier. Yeah, it was, like you said, it's like, if you get the mindset that you're not coming back, like, you do whatever you need to do to survive and maybe make it back.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't really I don't know.
No, it kind of does. I know what you mean. Like earlier when I said the thing that I said, and you're like, I know what you mean. I got you. Because it's like one thing that I would tell most people. They're like, well, how do you know you're going to make it back? It's like, well, I'm going to do everything in my power to come back to see my family.
Yeah.
It's my life or theirs. I want to come home. Like, that's what I saw. That's the mindset I had throughout everything. And that's what I would tell my guys. I go, look, guys, I'm not going to stop you guys from doing what you guys are going to do. I'm like, obviously, if it's unlawful, I'm going to ask you guys. I'm like, but if it's your life or theirs, you better not think twice.
Right.
Like, that's it. Like, don't think twice. And I know some people didn't like that approach, but at least guys that I spoke to and those under my charge, I would tell them, like, dude, like, don't think twice. Like, if it legit is your life or theirs, obviously, I want you to come home.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So I understand that. I do get it. So it sucks that you had Leatherneck before we rolled out. I actually was in Kyrgyzstan when I started freaking out about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Seeing the looks on the guys that were coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The guys in the tents, like, because I was asked, like, hey, what's wrong with them? And I go, you don't know? They're like, no. I go, welcome to war. Like, they've already seen shit. They weren't where we were, but if they were, they don't even want to talk to you about it.
Right.
They're just like, oh. And when we were coming back, I go, now do you guys understand? And they're like, yeah. Like, it's war, man. Like, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, as much, like, I explain this to a lot of people too, man, and I hope if it makes sense, it makes sense. Like, as much bad as there was in war, there was a lot of good in war. Like, I got connected to a lot of guys, met a lot of guys, got to know a couple people, got to see the beautiful side of fucking Afghanistan, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I thought, like, I had a conversation with a few people. The Green Zone, I thought was gorgeous.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, man, it wasn't bad. It's nice.
Yeah. I remember the good that we saw, or the good that I saw was when we first got there. Like, the local populace couldn't do what they wanted. They couldn't plant like fruit and whatever and grow whatever. Like, they were under the Taliban's rule. Couldn't even talk to us, otherwise they'd lose their lives. But like, once we got them out of there, once towards the end of the deployment, like, they were happy. They were growing whatever they wanted, like, and whatnot, and weren't under their rule. And so I could actually see the good that we were doing. It felt good.
Yeah. It was until the end where you can actually see it, where it was like, hey, we're going home, and you're able to actually walk around with your weapon down.
Yeah.
Not up the entire time. You're just like, wait, I just walked 2 blocks. Well, what we call blocks. I just walked 2 blocks, and I've been saying hi the entire time.
Right.
Which just happened. So that's kind of, I get it, man. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you about that deployment, obviously, about 3-5, your time in 3-5 and going to Afghanistan, just because you are crossing into that. Was there like, what was your experience? Like, what did you encounter? Like, what did you feel? Like, well, how was your journey throughout that? Like, I would love to know, dude.
Okay. I mean, I got to do what I signed up to do. Got to test myself and realized that I'd be good under those circumstances. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really
Like,
think about it right
what
now.
was your no, man? What was your impression like when you showed up, when you landed? Like, you showed up on the birds, right? When we got there to increment.
Yeah.
First platoon, you said?
Yeah. Well, I came in with 3rd platoon because
Okay.
1st platoon had already left. That was my platoon, but I came in with 3rd platoon and then met up with 1st platoon after. It was weird.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we came in on the helicopters. I feel like our helicopter was getting shot at, but I can't really remember. But they just told us to run in. Like, Gunny Carlisle met us and told us to run in. And yeah, that was all a blur. And, I was just like, what is going on? But then, yeah, I mean, then I got used to it. After getting shot at the first time, I knew I'd be okay. And from then on, I just took a day from day to day and made it out.
You were at fires, right?
Yeah, at first.
Were you attached to the entire platoon, or were you just attached to a specific squad? Like, did you go out with just one link?
At first, we were attached to the platoon and we'd like rotate. But later on in the deployment, we got attached to a specific squad after that, and we only went on patrols with that squad.
What squad were you with?
I was with 2nd squad, so Sergeant Iwat's squad.
Iwat and Gizmo, and who was the other one?
And Paul.
Who was it?
Oh, Patello was the assistant squad leader, and then the team leaders were Sir Sandoval Smith. No, he was in 3rd squad. I can't remember the other team leader right now.
I have his name in the tip of my tongue. I can't say. He was a Hispanic kid, wasn't he? From like up north. Isn't he a firefighter now?
I don't know.
No, I can't remember either.
Oh no,
yeah.
Roscoe. Yeah, Roscoe.
Roscoe.
Yeah. Yes. I got him and Sandoval mixed up. Yeah, but yeah, no, it was Roscoe. I think he is a firefighter now.
Is he?
If I remember, maybe not.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing something like that. But yeah, dude, that's crazy. I remember you guys. I think actually, you know what? We might have been on one patrol together.
Really?
Yes. Well, the circumstances of the patrol were wrong, but I think we were on one patrol together.
Which one?
November 6th.
Dates.
Yeah. Oh, Bragg's.
Oh, okay.
Did you come out there?
I did, yeah.
That's the one. Okay.
I was on security while they took him out.
So if you rolled out with Iowa, because I remember I linked up with Sotelo.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's a whole different story. whole different day. Yeah, man. So you were out with Iowa. Like, how was it going out with Iowa and them?
It was good. He was very calculated in everything that he did. So and he didn't lose anybody. No one from his squad got hurt or killed the whole time. Sometimes I thought we were a little too safe and we would want to go out and get in some contact, but I think it was a safe bet to be that way. And I mean, of course, we did get into contact every now and then, but towards the end, like, we would get a little itchy and want to get into it. But he was always calculated and safe.
Okay. How was it being attached to one platoon and then getting thrown into another platoon as soon as you were landed?
Well, I was originally attached with 1st. It was just, I guess they didn't have enough room on the bird when 1st.
Oh, okay.
So I just stayed back in Leatherneck a couple of days later, or a couple days more, and went out with 3rd platoon.
Oh, okay.
And like a day or so later, I hooked up with my platoon, 1st platoon.
Okay, I was misunderstood. I thought you did like the workup with 3rd, and then you get there and they're like, kick rocks, you're going to 1st, and it's like, oh shit. So you're not gonna learn everybody else's tactics.
Yeah. No, I was always with first, but
Oh, okay.
it's just that little mix-up. Sorry, that was confusing.
Nah, man, you're good. It was just for traveling wise. Got it.
Yeah,
Damn, dude. So Iowa. Damn, that's cool. That's cool.
yeah.
Did you guys ever go out to Transformer?
I went out there once, and that was for one of the memorial ceremonies they were holding out there.
Oh, okay.
And we went out as a convoy, and the CO was with us and everything. And that was the one where the one of the trucks got hit by the RPG, and Green got hit, Lefevre's, and I think McCulloch was in there too. And
That was the first patrol, bro.
What?
That was the first movement. That's when you guys dropped us off. That was when you guys were coming back.
Yeah, when we were coming back. Yeah. I feel like we were out there they were doing some ceremony or something in Transformers.
No, man. So the day that they got hit with the rocket, I could be wrong, because the day that sounds like it was we were coming from Fires to Increment, and then Increment they moved us into the desert like stupid early.
Yeah. Okay. And
then we hit an IED.
Yep.
My truck. Thank you, Glidden. And then he hits the second one. Thank you, Glidden. Yeah, I had no fucking idea. Everyone's like, dude, we hit 2. I'm like, we hit what? I was like, I guess I was out because I don't fucking remember. I remember the 1, and then I just remember just everything going black. Like,
I remember too. I was on the turret on the CO's vehicle, and I remember it going off, and then the entire truck just disappearing in smoke. I was like, oh shit, what happened? But
dude,
all right.
I was in the back of that armadillo.
Yeah.
No, not where the seats were. Everyone else was where the seats were. I was behind the plate because there was no space anywhere else. Because I linked up with, I forgot who it was. I think it was the VC. I forgot who it was. And I go, dude, is everything good? He goes, yeah. Everyone packed. And they're like, where are you going to sit? I'm like, fault. So I'll just jump in here. My guys are in there. And they're like, dude, we can squeeze. I'm like, nah, don't worry about it. Don't squeeze. Just go comfortable. I'll sit here. And I just sat right there. So I was just looking out the back. I had my gun posted and just looking, just waiting. And I remember the desert because I seen the sun come up behind us. And I was just sitting there. Boom! I'm like, get the fuck out of there. Out. I don't remember shit.
Yeah. I bet not.
Oh, man. That was funny. But yeah, on the way out, that's where you guys were trying to go like up 611, and that happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we were trying to go back the same way we came, because I don't think 611 was cleared at that point, because that's why we had to take the roundabout way. And so, yeah, I don't know. And it was a building that I remember hearing that, hey, we always take contact from this building. Don't go by there. We went by there, and then all of a sudden the rocket comes and hits the vehicle. And I mean, they were gone after that, so nothing else happened. But
damn, yeah, that's crazy, man.
That was my only time in Transformers that I remember. We might have went out there one more time, but no, that place was like, place sucked.
I liked it, dude. In the beginning, it sucked. It was sketch.
Yeah.
Super sketch. Come on, our fucking support or our alarm system was barbed wire with cans on it when we first showed up.
Oh way.
Dude, I didn't believe it because it was obviously ran by the Afghanistan people.
Yeah.
And I got on the radio and it was the night before we left. I'm like, hey guys, because there was a squad there already. I'm like, hey guys, what's going on? How's it out there? They're like, dude, this shit is shady. I'm like, what do you mean? They explained everything. They're like, to the north is this, to the south is this. They go, we are literally waving at our neighbors right now. They're looking at us. And I go, that's our patrol base.
Kidding me?
And then we get there, and I'm looking at the fucking cemetery, and I'm gonna go, so if I go take a piss or a shit, a sniper can go right there, a machine can go right there and fucking kill me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be a fun deployment.
You guys were out there for a while too.
What's that?
You guys were out there for a while too, and didn't, because you were in 3rd platoon, right? Second platoon. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we liked it out there, man. We were doing rotations to the point where we got, like you were saying, towards the end of the deployment, where it was just one squad out there.
That's right.
And we would just run it, just chill. We'd walk around there hanging out, freaking, and then now I'm out now, so I don't give a shit. Sandals, freaking basketball shorts, a hoodie, just no gun, just radio, just hey, Pose, you guys good? Yep, all right, we're good, chilling.
It was away from everybody, so.
And then you can hear the trucks as soon as they roll up, like, shit, gear up. You just throw off the freaking uniform and, what's up, guys? Oh, let me shave real quick. God damn it. It's like, you missed a spot. Oh, shit. Yeah, man, it was cool. It wasn't bad. Yeah. You guys had it nice, though, towards the end. Like, all of us out there. And that was the reason why, because the whole company went back to increment.
Yeah.
Nice.
We were originally at Fires, and then they pulled us back at increment, I think, like 2 months in. So they could keep an eye on us. I guess we were too rowdy down there.
That's right. They moved you guys. I remember that. You guys were down there with us for a while. And then we moved. And you guys moved after. 3rd platoon took over that area, right? Yeah. Remember that. They cleaned it up. They knocked down a bunch of shit.
Yeah. It was completely different the next time I went down there.
Yeah. There was like open areas.
Yeah.
It's like, why couldn't we do this? Like, what the fuck? Well, it wasn't bad, man. Besides that, what was your impression of Afghanistan? Like combat and everything, dude?
It was intense. I don't know. There was a couple times where I thought I wasn't going to make it because there was just, rounds going all over me and whatnot. But I don't know.
What's wrong? What do you mean?
I just kind of freezing up, I guess.
Did it like change? Did it change the way you like thought about stuff or viewed stuff or anything?
Not really. I mean, the whole time I was there, I was just kind of numb to everything else, and so I just wanted to get through it, get through every day. I don't know.
So, how was it when you got back then?
Coming back was interesting. I remember feeling really weird. I was the happiest when we were leaving Sangin and getting back to Leatherneck, and then it was kind of, I don't know, it was weird coming home. It was a huge, big adjustment.
Why is that?
Just going from combat to being back home and coming to terms with being safe, I guess, instead of having to, be on edge all the time. I don't know. It was weird.
Was that like, I probably could be talking out of my ass, but is that the biggest impact you can say that affected you throughout that process of going from training, non-combat to combat, getting shot at, experiencing war, coming back, and that transition of going from, I went from combat to a safe area of Leatherneck, but I'm still around that element. However, going from Afghanistan, safe area, Leatherneck to stateside where, I have to drop my shields down, I gotta drop my guard down. Is that what affected you the most, or you saw a change in the most?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
I think it's just because it brought back like my life from home, instead of being over there. So seeing my family, it was just like, oh, I gotta come home. Like I gotta be at home, I don't know. It's kind of weird because I guess I kind of had those two lives separate, like the military and home. But when I came home after combat, I don't know, it was an interesting feeling. If that makes sense. Probably doesn't make sense.
I want to say I do, just because I'll explain it like I do to most people. When I was in Afghanistan, when we were in Afghanistan, it was easy life. It was simple. We'd go out, we'd do the job, we'd come back, we'd grub, we'd get ready for whatever we had to get ready. If we had to go out again, we'd go out again. If not, we'd break down, we'd relax. If it was I don't know if you smoked during that time, but go have a cigarette, go take a shower, go go eat something. Shit, even if it was sitting on your rack or just walking by somebody and be like, hey man, what are you watching? And just chill with them, hanging out, just watch it, bullshit afterwards, go pass out. You know, you had your you time, your own your own rituals that you would do, and do it all over again, and just keep doing that. And like I explained, like there was a lot of bad in war, but there was a lot of good. Like I got to meet my guys. Like what I explained a lot was I loved breaking down at the end of the night and sitting around the fire and cooking a big pot of freaking chicken and rice, and we would just be like, "So what's up, guys?" As we smoke a cigar, like, "You guys good?" We wouldn't talk about war. We wouldn't talk about the day. We wouldn't talk about anything. We would just bullshit about random shit. And as soon as we come back, it's like, now what do I do? Like, there's no after action hanging out, as gay as that sounds. Like there's no after action of like, hey, you know, how's your day? How you been? Blah blah blah. There's no bond. There's really not. It's literally people just going through their day, not really realizing an impact that they can do. And it's not everyone.
Yeah.
But that simple life of just, it's hard to explain. I know what you mean because we're on the same page. And every veteran that has experienced combat and lived that life, we've said it like, dude, that was a simple life and it's so fun. Like it was, that moment in our life was different. Like it was easy. As most people don't see it to be easy, it's like, no, it was easy.
It's easy. Well, I mean, like, yeah, that's actually what I always tell people too. I don't know why I couldn't think of that earlier, but like you'd go out, you'd have a chance to like, you know, relieve some stress and whatnot, get into contact, get some of that adrenaline. And it's like a high, you know, and then come back and be all relaxed.
Get those dopamines, those endorphins, get everything just going, just get it going. And that's what I remember some, like as silly as this is, and I say it's silly because it's funny coming from this guy, Garza. You remember Garza? Mm-hmm. He would always laugh at me. He goes, dude, I still remember you. Every time you'd get pissed off in a firefight, you would never get mad. The last things out of your mouth were, fuck it, and you would be laughing. And I'm like, what? Same thing with everyone else. Everyone would be like, dude, every fucking time. You'd always be laughing. You'd always be like, fuck it. And coming from you, that'd be weird. And I'm just like, yeah, I do remember those moments. It's true. It's like, as asshole-ish as I was in combat, you released your stress.
Right.
I don't know if it was, how old was I during that time? 24, 25? So 24, 25 years of buildup, released?
Right.
Bro.
Hard, yeah. You know, it
was fun.
Yeah. It was fun. And when I tell people that, they're like, it was fun. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a different kind of fun, I guess.
Yeah. And I'm glad we approached it that way because everyone is like, well, weren't you out there fighting a war for America? Yeah. And I go, yeah, we're out there representing my country. Yeah. However, when we're there, you got to remember we're people. Yep. We're human. So when they take out one of mine, I want to take out as many as they can. It's personal at that point. Mm-hmm. It's not really, we're here representing my country because when you're there, you forget. Unless you're seeing the flag fly above you, so over like the sniper compound, you're not going to see anything. Like there's no red, white, or blue. It's all brown and green. Like there ain't shit out there. Yeah, like the only red you see is blood probably like flying from either the enemy or us, but there ain't nothing. Like it's literally us versus them, and it's just a bunch of guys going up guns with a bunch of other guys. That's all it is.
It's the guy to the left and the right.
Mm-hmm. And that's what matters. It's bringing them home, hanging them out, or hanging out with them during that time, and hope to God you all come back alive. It's shitty. I still remember one of the things I told my guys. I go, look, this is war. Some of us are gonna fucking die. I'm like, it's war. It's life. Like, and I was very cold during that time. Very, very cold. And some of them, what's up?
I think most of us.
At one point, because there was a lot of people that actually had a heart, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. There were some people that had good intentions, had good morals, you can say.
Okay.
And then as soon as things started happening, like out the window.
Yeah.
And they became very animalistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, we were all there. Like I said, we're human. It happens.
It does. And I mean, when you're getting shot at and might die, you know, that animal instinct just kind of takes over. You might hate me for saying this story, but I remember remember one patrol we were on. I was with first squad, so this was before we got split up into our squads.
Okay.
And we were getting shot at, and so we called QRF, and Decker's squad, Sergeant Decker's squad, third squad came out, and I just remember he was coming up to us, and he was having trouble with the radio, his green gear, and he was getting heated, and he got so mad he threw it through the mic, but of course it's connected to him, so it wrapped around his neck and hits him in the face. Like, oh my god, it was the funniest thing.
That was Decker?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Decker and I have been together, or were together, since SOI.
Yeah.
I was his team leader originally, and then, as much as he won't admit it, spun him up a little bit because he wasn't the brightest.
Mm.
And then became an RO because they didn't know what to do with him. So they're like, screw it, no squad wanted him. So they sent him to be an RO. He went to go do like all these like pretty cool courses, like in Bridgeport and in the desert, to go like do like high speed freaking antennas and radios and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
Came back thinking he was Ricky Tiki Recon, that he was going to get sent to Ramadi and all that nonsense. I still remember it. If he thinks that I'm bullshitting, I got a bunch of people in the back that remember that story. Comes back saying he's going to go to Ramadi and just a few elements because of what they learned. And then we come back from Iraq because he didn't go to Ramadi. We ended up going to Fallujah. We come back from freaking that. And he becomes a whole total different freaking person, dude. Like, night and day. But he always had that freaking attitude where he... So I can see him, dude, just...
There was some times when we would first get shot at, and he would just Superman dive into the wadi or something like that. Where'd he go? What is he doing?
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did it a couple times. He was just always so dramatic. It was awesome.
I'd be interested. I'd be curious to know what is it how I would react. I wonder if anyone ever saw me. I feel like there's been one that I do, or two that I remember. One where I made one with the dirt, where I literally like wiggled my way in because I remember looking at Bailey, Machine Gunner Bailey, and he also made one with the dirt, and he's a big dude.
Yeah.
I didn't see his body at all. Like he like sinked into that mud. I was like, what the fuck?
You had to.
So I started wiggling. I was like, oh, I didn't make it that far. And then another one was, it looked like I was pooping because we started getting shot at. And I remember seeing the branches fall, and I was looking at Garza, and we kept getting lower and lower as the branches kept dropping. We're in this little like squat position, like, oh man, we should lay down.
You had to try and squirm into the dirt somehow because we didn't have anything else for cover.
The little freaking the irrigation little drains.
Yeah,
man. And then it sucked because we were like 10 times bigger than everything.
Right.
Oh man, that's crazy, dude. Fucking Decker. So 240, man. Patrolling. How was it patrolling with the 240?
It was great. I remember one time I patrolled with the M16, and I was like, I don't like this. Give me back my 240. We were just patrolling from like one patrol base that was right outside of Inkerman, because we would stay at different patrol bases for a while. And we were coming back, and so I don't remember why I didn't have a 240, but I had my M16. I felt so vulnerable with that little thing compared to the 240.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, man. You know what? I can see that though, because I think I remember hearing another machine gunner telling me, he's like, yeah, dude, he's like, I remember grabbing this, and I was like, how do you feel safe with this?
Yeah, exactly. I always felt safe with that thing. And as soon as I'd open up, like, they'd stop shooting.
Yeah. Oh, except for Sudden and Pravasi. They had a weird thing where they would open up and they would open up more.
Yeah, that happened to me once. We were just doing a patrol, and then we started getting shot at. And so we jumped into the creek bed, and everyone was getting down because the rounds were coming in pretty close to us. And so I started opening up because I was like, as soon as I open up, they'll stop, because that's how it had been. And they didn't stop. And so dirt was hitting me in the face, bark because of the tree. And so I just like hunkered in and pulled the trigger even harder, even though it wasn't going to do anything. And my buddy was like, get down, get down. And finally they stopped. And then I looked over at the tree, and there was like a group of 3 rounds like this close, and the tree was like right here next to my head. And Wishart, my buddy that was next to me, he was like, "You idiot! Why didn't you get down?" I was like, "Well, dude, like I was trying to get him to stop." I was like, "Dude, look, I almost got shot in the head." And he just laughed about it.
I don't know why, but those stories I find really hilarious because it's like no one else really relates to that unless it's happened to them.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, I would just see like bullets and snaps and this and that, and then I look and you can literally see the holes where they were shooting at, and I look and I go, damn, they're close. Yeah, dude. Like I wish I could get Rosado on here. I've been trying to contact him, but I can't seem to get a hold of him. He doesn't have social media. So I'm trying to reach outlets through other people. And if he has social media, he's really good at hiding. Because there's like some people that like flip their names and like flip it around and they come up with like crazy names. I'm just like, God, you guys are freaking complicated.
Yeah.
So with him, I remember it was the first time we got shot at. We were having a conversation like this and we looked at each other, just like you and I, and we were like this. And I go, hey, man. And we turned and we looked at each other and a bullet flies through his, on the right side of his head and on my right side of the head, just shoo. I'm like, what the? Because both our heads just go, phew. And I go, dude, did you hear that? He goes, yeah, I popped my ear. And I go, how close was that? And then when we were explaining this to somebody, they're like, dumbasses. They were aiming at your heads. We were just like, oh, that's what that was. I never heard it so close. We're good. Just like, whoop, sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, you don't know the different sounds of bullets until you're there.
Oh yeah,
I remember that surprised
me. I can't
me.
even tell you the difference right now, actually.
Yeah, I forget. But the sound of incoming was very surprising to me. I didn't think it was going to sound like that. It sounds like popcorn almost.
Yeah.
Like a snap. I don't know what I thought it was going to sound like, but.
Yeah, it's like if you can stick your head in the microwave as the popcorn's popping.
Yeah. Very distinct.
Yeah. I love popcorn. It seems like it wasn't really the war stuff that happened or the battles that happened. Like I explained earlier, it seems like it was more the transition of afterwards that it took more of a effect or it impacted you a little bit different.
Yeah. I think the hardest thing for me has been even more so getting out. Because, like while you're with your buddies 24/7, like almost never apart. Even on the weekends, you go and hang out with them. And then going from that for 5 years straight and then coming back home to nobody, like just your family, but I mean, to people that you can't relate to and whatnot. And that has been the hardest for me. Not being able to trust people as much as I can trust my brothers. So that's been a rough transition for me, but yeah, the deployment didn't affect me as much as that did.
After.
Yeah.
I feel you, man. No, I understand that one because besides just us, I've heard Korean, Vietnam, World War II, Desert Storm people say the same thing too. Like they're just like, it's the after, and then they'll tell me that what I'm doing with this is actually pretty good. They're like, we wish we could have this outlet. They're like, it sucks that we're all dying and we're all older gentlemen and don't understand technology. He's like, but it's awesome what you're doing. He's like, because as soon as we all came back, we got kicked to the curb just like you guys did, and then we had no one. So it's just like, we understand. And obviously, there's a lot of outlets out there that can help us out. It's just like you said, we don't trust people. It's just like, why are you doing this? What's going on here? Like, why is this here? And it's like, we don't trust you because our way of trust, and this is the way I talk, I don't know the same for you, and I'm not talking for everyone else. If I can't trust your back in the worst case scenario, I cannot trust you with this other stuff. Like, you have to give me a legit reason to trust you, or else I won't trust you. And it's the same way with respect. It's like, if you can't show me that I can respect or trust you, I will not respect or trust you at all. Like, I won't. And I get it because it has to do with that whole like bond that we built out there. It's like, do you have my back? Do I have your back? We do. We got this. I'm gonna hug you. Let's go. Let's roll. Yeah, I feel you, man.
Yeah.
And like Aaron and Ayala, every time we used to see each other as we were leaving, like I'd go on patrol, he'd come back, or he'd go on patrol, I'd come back, or he'd stay back, or I stay back. We'd be like, I love you, family. Be right back. We'd take off, come back, and be like, how was it? And as soon as I would come back, we're like, hold on, and he'd go say hi to Ayala. Walk straight up, like, hey, man, I'm back. And smoke a cigarette, like, let's go. Same thing. He'd come back. I'm like, hey, bitch, why didn't you tell me you were back? He goes, I'm so sorry. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was just like, hey, what the fuck? He's like, I got busy. Like, yeah, man. But I feel you, man. That trust, that bond, that love, that respect that you have for one another. Like I believe, I know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. But besides that, dude, what else is going on? Like, what's new? Like, what are you gonna go for? And obviously, I know you're going to school. How much you got left?
So I got 2 semesters left for my bachelor's, and there's only 2 physical therapy schools here. And one of them starts in the summer, and so I'll have to wait a year until I can get in, or try to get in. Well, I can apply this year, but I'll have to wait for the following semester. So I'll be taking a year off after school, just working at the job I have, getting experience and in the field and whatnot.
Nice. That's dope, man. You gonna try to make it out to the anniversary?
I am, yeah, definitely. I missed the 5-year, and I was pretty bummed when I saw how awesome it looked online. Yeah, I'll be there.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, I look forward to fucking seeing you there. I'm actually going to try to release this video beforehand, so I hope that when I release it, I'm getting the chills thinking about it. It'll be a very short time frame beforehand. I have 2 videos I got to put up before, so then I'll just drop this one, and then hopefully see you there, talk about it, and all the nonsense go from there, and then catch up. And then I'm hoping I can actually get a group, and also reach 34 segments before that day, before the anniversary. So actually on the anniversary, have a fucking group for the 35 segments. See what I mean? Like I was at the work the other day, I was like, dude, this is a freaking great idea. I'm gonna do this. I was just like, perfect. So I can just imagine like just getting a bunch of people together and be like, hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? Blah blah blah. And just doing it. So yeah, man. So thank you, man. Honestly, thank you for giving me time. Thank you for talking. I know we're not doing this whole like communicating, talking thing and everything like that. I know we don't really reach out to each other much. I know you and I really didn't talk, and we had like you said, very limited time talking to each other, and I was very asshole-ish.
Hey, no, at the end, you helped me get that surgery, so it wasn't bad. It wasn't all bad.
Wait a minute. You're the one I was fighting for in the freaking thing before we went on that last deployment?
Yeah.
When I said this is fucking bullshit, they should fucking get you in there right now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I'm glad I helped, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody. Like, Lieutenant Schumann helped.
There was like 7 of us in there, and they were all the Afghan guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they were denying me, but they were letting the female Marines get surgeries that they didn't need. So that was like someone brought that up. It went all the way to division, even like the division commander even helped out. And
I think I remember that one because I remember was it Cobra Rufus? I remember he was the one like screaming or yelling, saying this is bullshit, and he had like that thick accent. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I walked over there. And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. But I'm glad, dude. Like, I fucking forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess I did something right. I'm glad I helped, man. Honestly, I'm glad I helped. Like,
I appreciate it.
Like I said, I know I was an asshole back in the day. And
we all were. You had to be.
It was part of the job. Like, it really was. I was filling a fucking role. And in that environment, we can't be bitches, pussies,
exactly.
pushovers. Like, we can't do any of that. We're gonna be. We're literally. I hate using this word. We're literally the most alpha of the fucking batch thrown in there, and then they go, okay, grab this one and throw it over there. Now grab all those alphas and throw them over there. Now fight. It's just like shit. It's like make it work. Oh, you guys are you. Good luck. It's like, oh damn. But yeah, man. It was fun. And like I said, thank you for giving me the time. Thank you for everything. Honestly. I'm glad you're doing great. I really am. It's awesome hearing you. I learned a lot from the keto stuff that you were telling me. I'm gonna pick the shit out of your brain once you become a physical trainer. Physical therapist, I'm gonna pick the hell out of him. Like, hey, dude, this hurts. Like, what's going on over here? Like, yo, hey, I got my Theracane. Like, what's going on over here? Like, here, I'm doing this pressure, this movement. What's going on? You have to like stop texting me. It's 2 in the morning.
I'm not working right.
Yeah, man. This is awesome, dude. Honestly, I'm glad you're doing good. I want to make a trip out to Colorado. I really do, and I hope I get to link up with you when they go out there, either fly or drive. If you have the time, I'd love to freaking link up with you. And if you got nothing else, man, that's pretty much it, bro.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, man. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything you do. Again, I look forward to seeing what comes out of you. I'm looking forward to you becoming a physical trainer. That way I can actually, pick your brain. I love learning. I really do like learning, especially in that whole like of body fitness stuff and everything. So, like I said, if you got nothing else, man, that's it. That's the show. Thank you once again for everyone that's watching. Thank you. Look out for Cameron Dunbar. I look forward to seeing the next veteran on here. For everyone else, subscribe, like my videos, go check his stuff out. And then those of you in Colorado, go hit him up because I'm guaranteeing you he's going to do really, really good. He's got a good brain. He's got his stuff set up, and he's going to be a good physical trainer. So to that, man, I love you. We out.